Hi, welcome back channel FIFA Mobile. Alright, completed 3 of this road to the semi-finals there. I need 1 more to go. Apparently running out of this UCL points. So apparently really happy to share you. It completed this road to the championship again. And with that, we need 1 more before I can claim that CB, which has currently upgraded OVR to 110. Definitely then he'll be able to qualify for the 111 exchange itself. Alright, so this is the new road to the semi-finals. There are 4 strings of matches. Again, they are not difficult matches, but it's just tedious to go through them and really expensive in terms of points. You can see me having 300 over points, and yet I could only complete 3 of them. So I'm probably going to save up over again in order to complete the last one. So once you've completed 4 of them, then you'll be qualified to exchange for the 109 players. There are various 109 players available. Just going to run through with you, of course, the final outcomes of the winning this matches in between, rather than boring you with all the details of going through the very mundane routine of playing this very easy matches. They are not difficult at all, but it's just time consuming. So you really got to spend time to run through them. I did autoplay. Basically, I'm not concentrating to play these matches, and yet we're able to make it through. The only issue is really insufficient UCL points. You really got to do your maybe routine work in the terms of the quest, or even get 56 UCL points from the challenge, which I'll cover that later on, because midway I ran out of UCL points and I got to do that challenge in order to have sufficient points to carry on. Alright, so again, it's pretty easy, even though it is the last match before you claim a 106 player. Right, so this is my first 106 player for the road to semi-finals. Alright, so I'm going to carry on with the second string of matches to claim the 106 CB. Alright, so again, boring matches as usual, because it's really easy. Just to share with you the results, you're just getting players, and of course along the way collect more and more of the 101 players, and then you can put them to the exchange if you prefer. Apparently they can't be sold anyway, so this is something it's quite painful. You just keep on going, and eventually you get more players for the exchange, like 106 you're getting a few. Lucky me, I got a 104 from here. This is one of the top price probably for this. Alright, so instead of 102 I managed to get a 104. Right, so that would be able to apply to the battle exchange itself. So the other matches we're going to focus on later on will be the ones that goes to stones. Alright, so very fast, let's quickly go through this. Just to share with you, I thought it may be tough, but apparently it is not. It's really not. But what I'm trying to do here is really trying to create a header, because that's a requirement. Right? So if you are into the quest, you understand there's a requirement under the heroes. You need 30 headers. So that's what I'm trying to do. Definitely not difficult match to go with. Just not to be worried about this match altogether. You can easily score a goal for sure. It's just that I'm trying to be funny here, trying to create a goal through a header. Unfortunately, I have not succeeded so far. I'm just going to get more and more through this matches that is really simple, so we can create those headers here. Normally how you create those headers is basically you try to pass from the far corner all the way to the person the furthest away. Again, didn't succeed because he's been intervened by the player in the center that's too eager to score. I must definitely score more headers in order to fulfill that 30 headers. It is quite a draining process, definitely. It's quite tiring, but again, it's 20 of those hero points, up to you whether you want to get it or not. Alright, finally we did 1 header. Alright, so quite happy with this, probably almost getting near that 30 headers requirement already. So again, I'm going to share with you after this match is the other results from the small matches in between the strings. Then we'll come to the final one, which is the third player from this semi-finals. But before that, definitely you could run out of points. You're gonna get 56 points from the UCL challenge that happens right now. You may get another challenge tomorrow during the weekends. So just gonna save up for that, and hopefully we proceed further. So that stone's done, and we're gonna go for the third player right now. Alright, so very quickly get another 102 along the way. Let's see what we get after from there. I think yes, just as coins and skill boost as not too bad after all. I think getting some skill boost is really great. So very quickly see what we get. A 102 player, yes, expected. Then we go with 2 more matches, but at this juncture I ran out of UCL points. You can see I only left with 8. So I decided we gotta cash in some of the UCL points by doing the challenge itself. Alright, so this is really draining all the UCL points. If not for this semi-finals, I may have already claimed the 110 CM, but I think for the fun of it, just to show you, I'd rather go into this. Alright, so as mentioned about the UCL challenge, I think this is something maybe a hurdle to you sometimes. Just make sure you target the top 2 targets first. Try to strike above the goalpost, and of course then the bottom 2. As for the bottom 2 is when the yellow obstacles head towards the corner. That's where you start to shoot for the corners, the lower ones. Alright, then of course the top ones and the bottom ones subsequently. I made a video of this which I do in slow motion. I'm not going to explain much on this. If you're interested, you can check the playlist. There's one that goes about how to do that semi-finals crazy skill game. Alright, so now then after that semi-finals crazy skill game, there is this finals against Real Madrid. This definitely is much tougher as compared to the semi-finals or the road to semi-finals I mentioned earlier. This is really draining sometimes. You may need to repeat, but again, eventually you will succeed because you just need to win this and you will get your hands on additional 56 of those UCL points, and they will come in handy. You can basically allows you to do one of those matches that cost 30. Probably you have a balance of 4. That allows you to do another 30, basically another match using 30 points. So it's relatively important that we got to be concentrating and saving up much of those UCL points, because the road to semi-finals will be draining every single UCL points you have. That also means that we'll be getting the 110 player later. Of course, it's your choice. You may decide not to do this UCL's road to semi-finals for now and focus on spending all those points into the 110 player. That's absolutely your choice. But I thought, why not? Because if you are doing all this strings of matches, you're not only getting that 110 player for now, of course, you are getting the 4 numbers of the 106 players, but I think in between there are many smaller rewards like the 102, 104 players, coins, as well as skill boosts, transfer points. So all this comes into play, so I decided to go ahead and do those road to semi-finals small matches, but once we are done with that, then probably we'll save up again for the 110 CM, because that's definitely something that I'm eyeing for. Again, some people may ask whether the 110 CM may be applied to the 111 exchange. It seems to be the case because there are UCLs related, but again, if EA decides not to do that by capping and excluding that player, I think we can't do anything about it. Okay, so that's the end of this final games, and we are going to claim that 56 UCL points before we carry on with the third string of this road to semi-finals. Once done, then probably we'll get another 106 player, and we just got to wait patiently to have more UCL to complete the last leg of this fourth semi-finals strings of matches, and then we can claim that player, and with 4 of those trophies or tokens you call it, then we will be able to select one of the 109. Which to select is up to you, whether it depends whether you use the player or not. If you're not intending to use the player, then definitely the selection is based on the market price and the demand of the player. Sometimes there will be demand for the player, and definitely the price will increase. So you got to really check out the 4 players that's currently in the market, and then what's the price like and what's the demand like. You may be getting a player with a higher price, but there's no demand and full of supply, you can't sell anyway. So you got to choose wisely. You intend to sell, you intend to use it, then choose whatever is required in your lineup. Thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe. Goodbye.